Hi everyone, it's Justine here from House of Mahalo. Thanks so much for joining me. So today I'm doing a flip through, but it's going to be a little bit different from normal because this journal is actually for myself. So it's not completely finished yet because I'm going to be filling it up through this month. Essentially, this is going to be my December daily, but I thought you would like to see it. I thought you would like to hear how I'm going to use it because it might give you some inspiration for your own journaling this month. But yeah, this is going to be my December daily. So if you don't know what a December daily is, basically it is a journal that you keep through the month of December, and the idea is that you do something in it every day. Now, that could be a big something, a little something. You've just got to sort of see how you feel through each day. And this is what I'm going to use for mine this year. So it's super cute. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I followed a tutorial from Treasure Books, which I will link down below in case you want to check it out. But essentially the idea is that we've got all of these 6x6 scrapbook papers, which have been hinged together in different ways, and I completely followed her tutorial as to how to make it because it was a really fun little project. And I thought I would share a little flip through of what it looks like currently, and then I'm going to tell you a little bit about how I'm going to use it. So on the front I've got this cute Booffle bear, and I've just put some music sheet behind. I've got the closure sort of wrapped underneath it and secured by this trim as well, which I've brought over on the back. So it turned out really cute. And as I mentioned, it is different from my usual flip throughs because it's for me. It's not finished. As you can see, it's barely decorated, but I just wanted to show you. Okay, so we've got this sort of like page pocket, which I've got a little tag in, and little hint, this is for my day 3 of journaling. So essentially I'm going to have day 1, day 2 here, where I'm probably going to clip something to this pocket, and then day 3 will be the tag, and day 4 on the back. You know, that's how I'm going to sort of do it. I've got this little tuck spot for these cute little journaling cards, and pages like this where I've got things to write on. So I'm not a fan of my handwriting, so this is really good for me to be able to just tuck notes away so it still looks decorative. And then when it comes to pages like this, I imagine that I will do some kind of like drawing or something creative in it, like painting, drawing, doodling, collage, I don't know, something like that as my journaling for that day. That's how I'm going to use it. Whereas pages like this, I would probably clip things to it or have little photos that pull out, and then the writing will be on the back of the photo. That's sort of what I'm thinking. And then we've got this fun little flip out, and I've put this Dear Santa list so I can write my wish list. And I thought this was really cute. This is from a greeting card, Christmas card. And then I had these from a kit, which I'll talk about in a second. And I thought this would be really fun. It's almost like these little like letter things are coming out of the post box for day 7. And I've got this little bear with his gift. So yeah, I used a couple of kits alongside different scrapbooking papers. So one kit is from Liana Scrap, and this kit is from the Journal Boat. I will link both down below as well because in terms of Christmas kits, they are gorgeous, very much up my street. So yeah, we've got the letterbox letters as my journaling cards for that day. And then in the back here, I just have a very simple journal card. And I imagine for stuff like this, I don't need to do much in terms of decorating it, but I will add one of my little gingerbread numbers onto it, which again, I'll talk about in a second. So, you know, that would be quite a lot of journaling for day 7. So I'll be able to do something arty, something creative, or a bigger writing session. This was really fun as well. I had this wreath, and then I've put one of my numbers in the middle there, and I've done it. This is how much fun you can have with stuff like this, really, isn't it? Where it's decorative, but also I've put Velcro circles on the back, and this will be where I do my writing or my artwork or something, and then I can maybe even do something behind it. But I thought that would be really fun because it looks decorative. It gives it this sort of like 3D kind of thing going on. But again, my writing will be hidden. So for me, that works really well. Here I just had this plain page, so I've just done a little bit of a scrappy embellishment piece, and this, because it's dark green, I'm going to use some kind of gold pen. I thought that would be really fun. We've got another flip out, and I've got stuff like this where I've done torn paper just to make this a bit more interesting than just a simple flip out. And then I've got the Tim Holtz label thing and some holly, and here is where I would be able to just do a very short quote, a very quick note to myself on that day. So you can see the difference between bigger journaling sessions and smaller ones. I do like the ebb and flow because I'm not always going to want to do something mammoth every single day, and I don't always have the time for that. And then here's another page where this would be really suiting for some kind of artwork on it, or maybe I have a photo that pulls out for a writing spot. And here we are in the middle, and I've got this fun little pocket. Again, I've not decorated things because that is something that I will do as I use it, but I just wanted to get myself going initially. And then I have all these journal spots in this pocket, which might not be for all of this one day. I may, use these tags and journal spots and stuff throughout the journal, but aren't they cute? I've got all these bears, Forever Friends bears these are. So I've got all these, and I've got Booful. These all came from a scrapbooking pad. So I've got all those ready to use, and if anything that I don't use, I can always use it as a gift tag or something. And then I've just got this little bear, which eventually is going to get decorated somewhere. But for now, I'm just stuffing everything in that pocket ready to use at some point. Here I've got a number, and this is a little thing where the numbers come as the gingerbread and then this block, but you can also just cut them out. And so I've got day 15 just cut out from there, which I thought would be really fun, and then just a scrap just to decorate that up with the paper had this rocking horse on it. And then I just have a pocket with a notes page from That's Needed Holden book, and I can put more in the pocket if I want to. And then here we've got this little flip out, which I've just got a tag in there, which is plain because I imagine that I will do something arty with that on that day as well. And as you might have been able to see, 15 is there randomly because I don't want this book to have to be day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4 all the way through. I kind of want to chop and change as I go through the book. I thought that would be a little bit more fun than just sequential. So that is my December daily, and yeah, I'm really excited to use it because I've not kept a December daily ever, so I'm excited to give it a go. So as I mentioned, I did follow a tutorial from Treasure Books, which I'll link down below. The one thing that I will say is if you are going to make something like this following her video, you don't have to do a Christmas theme, you can do any theme. If you've got 6x6 papers, you can do her project. Of course you could do it in a different size as well. But what I will say is if you're going to use cardstock or scrapbooking paper, be really careful what paper you're using, because this paper here that I've used, some of it ended up cracking when I folded it, which I know some papers are prone to do that. Some papers just crack because of the way that they're made or printed, or how thick they are, how cheap they are. All of that sort of factors go into it. But yeah, paper cracked, so it gave it kind of like a distressed look to it, and I can always go over this with some gold paint when I'm finished, which I'll probably do just to cover up some of the cracking. But that's why I had to go through and add like extra pieces, which in hindsight made it look really decorative. It gave it that sort of torn, scrappy look that I do like, but the reason that I did that is because I had paper cracking. So yeah, just a tip, if you are going to give the tutorial a go, then just be mindful of what paper you're using. So that is my December daily. So I hope you've had fun having a little peek at what I'll be using this month. But I wanted to also share how I'm going to do my journaling, because I'm not really like a diary keeping person. I much prefer working from prompts. So I wanted to share with you, let me just tie this up because it's a pretty bow and it's part of the cover decoration. So let's all have a little look at that again. So what I wanted to mention is I will be using prompts, and because I'm me, I would like to gift you a little gift in case you also need some help with your December journaling this month. Essentially, I've put together 31 days of prompts that I personally will be using in this December daily that I've just shown you. And I'm currently offering these as a freebie. So if you go to the link, it will be in the comments, in the description of this video, somewhere around here. Go to that link, you'll be able to download this for free. So I've got 31 days of prompts. Now these are quite detailed prompts. The reason that I've designed them that way is because what I really want to make sure that I do this month is really take time to slow down and not have December just fly by really quickly. Like, I don't want the first part of December to just rush by and I haven't done any like Christmas baking, or I haven't done any crafting, or I haven't done like things for myself. I don't want Christmas to just fly by and then before you know it, you're in that limbo in between Christmas and the New Year, and before you know it, it's January. Like, I don't want that to happen this year. So the whole reason that I was like, no, I'm gonna use this as my December daily, because I'm hoping that that will give me moments each day to check in with myself, do some self-care, do some journaling, doing something arty, creative, even if it's just a quick doodle or just a few words to myself or something like that. So this whole thing is about journaling as self-care, but in a chance for us to slow down through December as well, and not just have the festive rush disappear on us so quickly. And so these are the prompts that I'm going to be using. So these are the deeper, longer journal prompts for us to, you know, really check in with ourselves through the holidays. But I have also come up with, so I came up with these first, and each of them has a bonus. This little sparkle is whilst you do your journaling, or as well as doing your journaling that day, it's a little self-care prompt as well. So journaling, self-care. Even if you don't write anything, you can still think about these prompts maybe. You know, sit there with your drink and just have a think about what your answer to them would be. Because it's just a really good way to check in with yourself and to have things, you know, slow down a bit, take our time, really appreciate everything that goes on this month that is fun and festive and sparkly, and all the good things that we want to take note of this month. Yeah, without all the rush. So I started with these, and then I've actually pulled out words that are creative prompts as well. So each of these comes with a creative prompt. So if you don't do writing, if you don't do like deep checking in on your self-journaling, there are also creative prompts, which would be things like, I don't know, day one is like reflection, and then another day is like light and shadows, because you can use those as art prompts, collage prompts, collage, artwork, doodling, sketching, painting, like writing, even like free-writing, like creative writing. You could use those prompts for that. So if you would like, you can have this gift. So you'll get the 31 deeper prompts, you'll get the 31 creative prompts, and as a little extra, I did mention about these gingerbread numbers. I have also created a couple of pages of these for you as well. So if you want to create a December daily in this sort of way, where you have your numbers and you add them into your project as you do your journaling, then you can also get those as part of the freebie as well. So if all of that sounds good to you, there is a link below this video that you can go and check out, download your freebie, and I hope that that just gives you a chance to have some self-care this month and just have time for yourself, and just, you know, whether it's writing or whether it's a little bit of crafting and creativity, like however you choose to use them, my main goal for it is that I hope it gives you what I would like, which is to be able to slow down, be mindful, have mindful moments, and all of that good stuff. So yeah, you'll be able to get those for free. They do come from my Slow Down and Sparkle journal pack. So the main thing is the prompts and these prompts and the creative prompts. But the bigger journal pack also comes with some other goodies. such as, I've just pulled out a couple of pages to show you. There's this like gratitude wreath, which I thought would be really fun. So I'm going to have to, because my journal's much smaller, I'm going to have to print this 2 to a page to get it to be the size that I want. But my idea for this was you fill the wreath and all around it with things that you're grateful for, which might just add a little bit more interest than just making a generic like list. Like sometimes that can get monotonous. So if we're sort of doodling around this wreath, I thought that could be quite fun. Something else that it comes with is these little baubles. So my ideas for this is there's 12 baubles, and I'm going to be doing some kind of like doodle or painting, something little arty inside them, and then I'm going to cut them out and then stick them into my December daily. And basically it's just, 12 moments through December where you just take a moment, take a deep breath, and just do something like a little bit creative for you. The journal pack, the full journal pack, also comes with some stuff about finding your guiding word for next year, and stuff to do with reflecting on that. And I've also got some bonus journal prompts which will be in that bigger journal pack. So I am going to be having that up for sale very soon, so if you would like the bigger journal pack, you're more than welcome to come check that out. I will leave a link below this video. As for the prompts, you can get those for free. So whether you use the free journal prompts or the whole journal pack, or none at all, like if it's not your bag, fair enough. But thanks for watching anyway. But yeah, I hope that you enjoy using those. I hope that it gives you a moment to yourself, just as and when you need it through December. So the freebie is available until December 12th. So come to the link down below this video and you'll be able to get that for free. And I, for one, am just very excited to get stuck in with this little cutie, and I hope that you have a wonderful December. I'm sure I will be back again at some point, but happy December 1st. I wanted to come in and share this video today now because I thought, well, it's very fitting. December 1st, happy December. And yeah, if you celebrate, then I hope you have a wonderful Christmas. If you don't celebrate, I hope you have a wonderful December. And I'm sure I'll be back soon with something else to talk about. Waffle on for a bit too long. So sorry this video has been a bit longer than I was expecting, but either way, I hope you've enjoyed seeing that, and if you do get your prompts, I hope you enjoy using them. So thanks so much then everyone. I'll speak to you very soon. Bye bye for now.